Hey guys, this is Hydra here. I'm uh, putting up some gameplay of the Rathalos from Most Hunter World. I tried to hunt it twice. It didn't work out either times. I ran out of time both times. But nevertheless, I want you to enjoy the gameplay, and I want to talk about some of the different moves and ways the Rathalos was behaving. Also, I have a bit of a cold right now, so forgive me if I sniffle or cough or sneeze during the video. I'll try my best not to let any of that get through. I had already completed the demo prior to this, so I think I chose the Great Jagras quest for this because on the off chance that I did defeat Rathalos beforehand, this would be really easy to defeat and actually complete the quest. Sorry about whatever that was there. I think I was checking the stream. For this quest, I'm going in, I believe in the Kulayaku armor, and with the evasion charm, and I know I use light bowgun. Wait, no, I think it was Ashneth armor, because I remembered actually trying to resist fire this time. Yeah, I think I went in the Ashneth armor to resist the fire. I put my Patagon in the forest. Wait, not forest armor. I gave him the forest arrow because it had a poison element. I think he might have gone in Ashneth armor too. I always went with the Shield Spire for any of these quests because I like to have the attention focused on anything but me when the monsters are enraged and such.
Okay, you ready to get cracking on that quest? The one called Great Devourer
At this point, I'm not sure how many times I had hunted it prior the day before, but I know that I usually start off the quest by paralyzing it and then knocking it down with the
weapon that's great for quick attacks and maneuverability.
And for everyone watching this, forgive me when I forget to use any of the new moves for the longest time. The quest is pretty hard to do on Rathalos because your gear is not meant to take it down. I know it's trying to solo.
Lose sight of a monster if you use the focus camera. Be careful.
I was still getting used to a lot of the new controls. I think I shoot the weapon a lot of times by now. So yeah, Another thing I've noticed about Rathalos this time around is, even with how flighty he was before, Rathalos really likes staying in the air now. Like, he doesn't land at all, unless you force him to. But the Paralysis Arrow was so useful for this quest. I also like how they gave you rapid fire on the thunder ammo, even though it's a rattling gun. I was trying to go for another paralysis here because when it isn't moving, it's best, and the thing keeps flying constantly. Like, you'll see in a moment here, when I get up here, as soon as I go to fight, it's gonna start flying. I grab these red bits because I'm gonna need them later. I believe I went for a mount here. I quit my paralysis knives. Those numbers actually do help a lot, because I kept shooting it in the back for whatever reason instead of the head, and I kept having to remind myself I need to shoot this thing in the head, because you don't get enough time to actually finish the quest, and it's a full team of people. Yeah, when it went to fly, that's what I went for.
Dodge their attacks.
It didn't let me know. It bit me alive. I think I got it here? No. It was the next attack I believe that I got it there.
You've mounted the monster. Now's your chance to topple it.
See, he's gonna go fly towards the Grimalkine, the other little cats, and I'm gonna get a ton of damage in after he falls, even though I still get to use the Whip and Fire Blast.
Hey, it's down. Now's your chance to get in there and tear it up.
Oh wait, I didn't forget to use it. I just being stubborn. I messed up a lot trying to get the Whip and Fire. And then Ashnath showed up. I don't know when, but I remember it showed up somewhere during the... Yeah, right there. They got me while I was focusing on the Rathalos. She kept trying to get moved out to the group tag with this stuff. You see, as annoying as Ashnath was during this entire fight, during this portion of the fight at least, it provided a great distraction for Rathalos. That it pretty much fled from us immediately. You see what I do here? I try to lead the Ashnath back to where Rathalos went, because I was trying to get them to keep fighting. You know? Because I needed Rathalos dealt with, and I didn't want it focused on me. Also, you notice I stop a lot here, waiting for Ashnath to catch up. You really don't need to. This thing will chase you relentlessly throughout the map if you're wearing the Challenger mantle. Like, it could be a while behind you, and it'd still kind of catch up to you. If you're wondering how I'm following Rathalos here without the scout flies, it's because there's a tiny icon of it in the mini-map. You can see at the edge of the map that I've been sort of following the compass direction of.
Hey, these shrubs look like the perfect place to hide.
Yeah, I didn't even know I still had spread equipped here. I forgot that.
Fighting each other? Maybe we
And
can
here's
use
where
this to our
he finally attacks Jyuratodus. I just did that to waste my ammo, but that was fun. You see, that didn't really work out because Jyuratodus kind of said no after that. It ran away. I never figured out how to climb that while holding a gun. I figured out how to climb that holding dual blades and how to climb that with insect glaive, but I didn't figure out how to run up that with a gun still drawn. I might not have any. I think I was trying to lure it right there. Yeah, I got the spread back out, and I kept shooting it there. The thing is, spreads, the pellet ammo's usefulness kept getting worse and worse. It has such a more limited, it has a lot more limited effective range. It was at this point I decided to find a heal. But I kept messing up on the radio wheel. A lot of the time, I keep messing up on the radio wheel. An earlier quest before this one, I accidentally kept equipping the Gilly Mantle while healing and equipping the Challenger Mantle because I wasn't used to the radio. Still am not, right? Just take this opportunity to heal. Another real cool thing you can notice is even if you're wearing the Gilly Mantle, you can still use your slinger to do damage with red pits or paralysis knives or poison knives. You don't really have to worry about it attacking you even then. I'm not sure if that's something they intended for or not, but I used that a lot throughout the quest to get some cheap poisons and paralysis in. It comes really in use if you're trying to get it off your tail to do a trap or something, and you want it to take damage while you're doing that. See, I got confused here. It flew out there and it flew right back. I'm not sure if that's some type of tactic it used because I tried to chase after it and almost immediately came back and got it.
Meaning you won't be able to move. The target is proving to be elusive. Take a good look at the wildlife map. Pay close attention to your scout maps too.
See, that move that used to lie. That move right there, I believe that's the one where it pins you. Where it grabs you, throws you, and right afterward, if you don't get up fast enough, it's gonna launch a fireball. I can tell you that was a lot of damage. I got caught against the wall during one of my hunts for Rathalos. One of the ones I actually completed was a lot. It gets you really hard, really fast. Also, I'm gonna miss this rock over here, too. He goes down to the area, the sort of cave-like area, a couple times. I missed the rock a lot. Another thing I've noticed with the Rathalos Ajnath armor, I wasn't really paying attention to the skills, but you notice that you don't get lit on fire when you wear this armor. It was probably some fire blade resistance that I didn't notice, but it was really useful for not just dying every time I got hit by these fireballs. They do a lot of damage. See this move right here, where he did that stomp? That's another way he can poison. Rathalos still has access to his little skydive attack where he'll swoop down at you and slash you with his claws that poisons you, but now he has a way of just stomping on you, which is annoying because with how the new game is, he has much more mobility than he's had before. So he can get above you really quickly and just come down on you. That stomp does a lot of damage too, and the fact that it poisons you as well really just it makes it hard to recover. Because he can move pretty fast after that, as you saw. Yeah, here it comes with the throw. I think I managed to get out of the. I think I managed to get out of it this time. It roars like that, and he tries to hit you with fire. You can barely get out of that. You're spamming the dodge button. I also forgot to use the monster lock cam a lot during this fight because of how it can mess with your angles and everything else. Like if you have two monsters on the field, you don't want to have the lock on cam active. It's not like previous games where you can just lock on whenever you want, refocus your attention. It's constantly locked on throughout this. Like I am now. The camera's on, so I'm constantly having my attention focused on it. The screen's constantly oriented on Rathalos. And because of that, if there's any other monsters in the area with you, it can make it a bit hard. Pierce ammo. No one ever gets tired of this. Yeah, Metallica got it with this little tank there. He fled literally the second he got out. See, I'm gonna be using bow, light bow gun, and dual blades during my playthrough. I mean, I'll probably use other weapons as well. I like all of them, except for really great sword. I can't use great sword for whatever reason, but all the weapons are nice. But I'm gonna really enjoy using light bow gun because of this wyvern blast stuff. Also, you'll notice me ignore this a couple times, but that spider on the web, you can catch that with your capture net. And apparently you used it for something. I forgot what I'm supposed to use that for. Because it says it up there on right at the screen. I don't really know what's going on there. Like what you use it for. But I assume it's to get spider webs for pitfall traps. That tail spider does much more damage than I remember. He ran immediately. Like I don't actually remember that part.
Your wildlife map keeps track of where you are and where the scout flies are taking you. You can also use it to keep tabs on monsters.
I'm pretty sure he ate when I was gone. One of the things I've noticed about Rathalos in this is that he's much more aggressive than he is in previous games. He won't fly and just sit still or watch you or like pepper you with fireballs from a distance. He's in your face constantly. He doesn't like you, he wants you gone, and he will do everything in his power to keep you gone. His fireballs have insane speed and range now. He'll be running at you constantly if he's on the ground, and he doesn't stay on the ground very long before he comes at you. He has these extremely fast diving attacks here. He'll dive, he'll swoop at you. He does this all really quick. And see, there's his regular poison attack right here. I'm pretty sure I actually might die. I don't know, I got the hitting at the wrong time, so I heal up and then use an antidote. I use the demon powder when it plays people who are damaged and stuff. Sorry about that. And I want my feet on. You know. I'm honestly kind of sad I didn't get this trap to work. Because Rathalos doesn't land very often at all. So I didn't ever manage to get it in the trap. And it's at this point I finally remember I have crack ammo. Or sticky ammo as it's now called. I'm probably gonna never stop calling it crag. I've been calling it crag since 3 Ultimate.
And soon. Right.
Yeah, there's a little cut here. I ran out of time for the quest as soon as I found Rathalos. Now I do go after it one other time during this stream, but I don't complete this quest either, though I do much better after I reorient my way of hunting. I break more parts on it, and it's closer to dying this time. This hint right here is pretty much exactly what I do for a lot of my daily quests. You'll see me do that especially a lot when I'm hunting. When I'm hunting the Mudsioth. I forgot its actual name. I'll have that up with this, and actually be saying its name right during my video for that Facine Wyvern. I actually enjoyed that fight a lot too. But for now, let's talk about Wrath, because Wrath is what this video is all about. I enjoyed the fact that Rathalos would just sit here and not care about me as I'm placing barrel bombs there. soon as he is paralyzed, he is right out front, just like to back down. He actually gets hit with this thing, which is great. I pepper him with some crag ammos while he's flying. You can see it explode over the edge just barely there. And I reload here. I do quite a bit of damage here. Slicing arrow is actually extremely good. I underestimated it during this fight. I didn't use it very much, but it does a good amount of damage, and it cuts tails so much easier than I remember cutting tails. Probably has to do with the new aiming system, where I can actually hit the tail more than half the time. I have to admit that is a great improvement on past games, because whenever I'd have to stop moving to shoot at its tail, which is constantly moving, I'd have a lot of trouble. As you see, I twist to pierce ammo really quickly in this fight compared to other fights, and get them out much faster. That's because I noticed the pierce ammo was doing so much more damage when I got my hits in on it. I'll be using thunder ammo a bit later. And in the Grimalkine get this stuff here, which I think is great because I almost immediately just head straight for the tail to line up my pierce shot. If you notice, it actually does more damage along the back. I hit the tree a couple times, and that annoys me because it hits a command on the Rathalos. And here I aim along the back, there's more damage, and if I'm lucky I can get the pierce to hit his head. Although, I know that just now, I don't really have any chance of it. These tropical birds here, man, going to probably capture them. Because the new pet system they're having, they can capture the small things with the capture net and get pets for it. I'm probably going to get one of those small birds. It just looks very nice. Here's me the second mount. I love stabbing this thing in the head the entire run. I'd beat it on his head constantly. I found it sad that I couldn't line up a pierce shot with all of his body here, but I can still get a lot of damage along the wings. This can take to the air pretty soon after this. It always takes to the air. As they try to poison you, it'll stop there. Little spurs on his tires. That pin attack has an insane range too. It will get you really quickly. See, I don't think I managed to get out of the way in the fire. If I did, I just barely got out of the way. At this point, I just continue on the ground. I don't like going back to climb over it. I still eventually find it anyway. It just takes probably a bit longer. If you look on the mini-map, you can actually see the green dot signifying where the scout flies are telling you to go to. I find this useful for when I'm trying to navigate differently from them, because to take an alternate path like I have to do now. Because they're trying to tell me where to go, and then once you get on the right path, they show up in front of you and tell you exactly where you should be going, which is useful. Another thing I've noticed about Rathalos is it likes this area right here. It'll come here a lot during the quest. Whenever it flees for the first time, when you're running away from it, it tends to lead you toward this area. You can see I my getting it on just before I got up here too. I was really hoping you'd fall down there. I'm not sure if it shows up in the recording, but on my screen I had a little glitch where I couldn't find the shock trap for a while. I didn't know where it went. It might have disappeared and it's gotten paralyzed when I did eventually hit the trap. But I really had no idea where it went for a good portion after this, and that really messed me up because I was trying to get him out. I can see it now that I'm looking, but it isn't very noticeable. See, it flies over here, and comes back, and tries to pin you against the back. It tries to pin you against that area right here. So a good reason I might not have been able to see the trap is it could have gotten destroyed by the fire. Maybe Rathalos can do that now. Monsters might actually be able to destroy traps now, because I couldn't see the trap anymore. And I noticed it can last longer than that. Maybe that thing on the ground. Ah, no, there it was. I just didn't think of it. You could see. After I noticed it got in the trap, I switched from pure ammo back to Pierce. And let me tell you, Pierce does a lot of damage if you actually do it. Like a lot of damage. Another good quality of life thing to put here is, instead of having it so that whenever you press the fire button and you're out of ammo, instead of having that long animation where it shows you looking at your gun, wondering why you're not firing, that wastes precious time, it reloads automatically. We actually got him out of the air here, because he was trying to take off. I messed up a couple times trying to attack. There's a sleep herb nearby. I wonder if I can combine that with anything. Because I didn't get any sleep weapons the whole time. I didn't use hunting horn throughout my fights. See, I messed up the rock here. I'm pretty sure I tried to hit this rock. And it still manages to fly through before it can get hit. Yeah, that poison got me. The stun immediately after, I wouldn't have survived even if I hadn't gotten hit after it.
If you run out of health,
That poison
you'll
is a
faint
lot of
and be
damage.
returned to the closest camp. Faint too many times and you'll fail the quest.
I'm glad there was a little thing here that led me through when I missed that jump on the vine. It was actually pretty sad that I missed the jump. Which was why I was really lucky there was a thing right here that let me go find it still. You know, for the next beta we're having in the 22nd, I think when I get to this area, I'll try using gliders. I didn't use it at all throughout my playthroughs, but apparently you can get on top of that boulder in the middle of this area here from with the glider from one of the highways. And I think it'd be really good if I could fight Rathalos from that point. Because shooting it from there, I'd have a much better angle on it whenever it decides to fly really high into the air. And even if he did eventually shoot the boulder down, he might get hit himself trying to attack from it. He loves those attacks. In past Mudsioth games, he almost never uses poison, at least in my experience. He'd always be doing fireballs and charges. He wouldn't use his talents nearly as much. In this game, they seem to focus on his elements much more. Fireballs all the time, and poison even more than fireballs. They just loved the poison. He just loved the fire. Trying to give you as many of those lights and poisons as possible. So he's tired here, but when Action shows up, I'm pretty sure he runs. You see, what I'm trying to do here is mount it. I try to mount it here so that it can't really flee from Action. This free damage. I don't really succeed. Well, the challenge method make sure that it's still following me, don't realize it's literally right behind me. I actually jumped in my seat a bit when that first happened, because he nearly got me right there. And you see I'm using the mini map and trying to lead it toward where the Rathalos is. I'm pretty sure I messed up my directions there too. So I ended up having to slide down beneath him if I can get and change direction. I tell you, I was lucky I didn't get hit there. I'm gonna run out of time on this quest too. Sadly, I don't ever get to solo it during this beta. I'll try again next beta, but I still doubt it. The quest is hard. I'll probably end up using Insect Leaf for the next beta too. But I go after it. Actually, nothing's still right on my toes here. It ate or something because it's no longer tired. And here's the fireball. That's the one strategy I realized that hadn't failed me yet. Hiding behind a tree when looking for a fireball. No matter what game you're in. Rathalos can never survive. Not survive. Rathalos can never get past that strategy where you're hiding. It's useful, and thankfully it doesn't like the bullet. Getting Rathalos' fireballs will actually start running in by fires again, or on. There's no going back. See, I was going for a melt on Rathalos here. I got Agenaf. I still took what I could get because it would once again get Rathalos' attention with something that wasn't me and keep him still on it. I was not going to even if he only paid attention to that. actually for a good 5 seconds. Before we went to that one. And things were like for another pink melt on it. And this time I get what the melt I want. Actually, that's really good. It really gets mad. It tries to end it. I think it keeps it on the ground for the moment too. Because Rathalos can't get you off things on the ground. You know they're gonna Jaggers to help me fight. Rathalos was just taking a lot of damage. It was not. You could see at the bottom of the screen where it shows their heartbeat and stuff, their pulse, that Rathalos was getting really weak. His heart was beating fast, it was trying to, it was fighting to survive. Either that or it was enraged. But I know it gets really weak. I didn't think I'd actually get anything there. Either. You see, its fireball back to Paragon is so badly. Ashnoth ran away right now. Rathalos was focusing on me. But you could see, look at his heartbeat now. It's weak and near dead. I would have finished this quest had I had 5 more minutes. But unfortunately I did not. See, this is something I like. When you can see just a little Jaggers running by you in the fight. I enjoyed that. I like the theme they went with where it's an environment and you can have like monsters hunting with you. Little Jaggers was great. It was fun to watch fight. It left probably around this point because I left it behind so far, trying to catch up to the Rathalos. I wish the demo had gotten us like Trinks. If I had had Tranquilizer here, I probably could have captured it instead of anything. I mean, I probably could make Trinks out of it. Think about it. You have sleep herbs lying around and parachutes lying around. And who knows what else I might be able to find. I could have probably made a Trink bomb or two if I had been looking around enough. I missed that up so badly too. I was trying to hit it with a flash bug. It didn't work. I was so close to beating it too. See this right here? I remember that I don't have to be the one to hit it here, so I was shooting it right here and keeping it in this area. And it'd come after me, like that, with its stupid grab attack or its talon attack, and hit itself. It nearly was done
Looks
too.
like you failed the quest this time, but we'll try again soon, right? Right.
So yeah, it's just the last time I did for this, for Rathalos, because I had to do the other monsters to try to record their gameplay. But let me just sum up what Rathalos does during its entire hunt and the useful strategies against it here. Well, at least for Light Bowgun, when I was in the town. Rathalos is much more aggressive here, and while I didn't fight in a way that would allow me to take advantage of that. You see, I didn't use the Wyvern Fire, the Wyvern Blast thing nearly enough, and I realized because of its aggressiveness, I could get it with a lot of sticky ammo shots or a lot of the slicing ammo shots that I should have used more. You see, whenever it comes after you, your roll is enough to dodge it, and if you turn around immediately, you can hit it with shots. Or if you're using a Blade Master weapon, you can immediately charge after it and hit it in the tail, or like its legs or something. Unfortunately for Blade Masters, you're gonna have a much harder time because when it flies, it likes to fly much higher than normal now. So you're gonna have to be using a lot of the slopes and stuff to use your jump attacks on it and mount attacks. But for light bowgun users, if you were to plant all of your wyvern blast stakes in the ground and just wait for it to attack you, that's a good way to get it to stand still. Because its attacks will barely touch the ground when it comes after all those swooping attacks it loves to do. So, doing that, it gets stunned, and from there you can hit it with any type of ammo, paralysis, sleep, poison, while it's stunned for that short bit, and then get it stuck there again. Another thing to do is to use barrel bombs along with the wyvern blast stakes because when used together they do a lot of damage. Anyways, that's all I have to say for now. This is Hydra from Cascade Dragoon. I'm out.